Hello YouTube, it's Team Endgame here, bringing you a pre-net discussion. And there's not really a plan we have to this, we're just gonna, to use Aaron's words, wing it. And
Winging is always good.
It's not always good.
Yeah, it is. You come up with so much random stuff if you just wing it, and it's just really good random stuff that you can't repeat.
It could be really bad.
You've got Yuri here, it's fine.
Is that an insult?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. It could be bad, but we've got Yori, so whatever we say, he's going to say something much worse. Don't worry about it.
So to start with, we thought that we'd talk about what we're running. So, as you expect from me, I'm running the end.
Shock.
But I usually go for the retirement type thing, but I've kind of annoyingly joined the bandwagon on the Gojos and things, on the Kimnaras, and it's irritating because I hate following the crowd on things, because I like to test things and be a bit more original. But, yes, it's just because against Crossride you need the 7k, it's consistency, it's what the deck's missing, really. But other than that, I've obviously got some unique choices in there, but yeah, that was the main thing that I'm going for. Just beat stick, dope, yeah.
Original.
Yeah, there are a couple of original things, there are. But
I know.
I was talking about after
Very
now.
I
nice.
won't say a thing.
That's so irritating. Like, how many depletion attack do you have at the end? Well, I've done like 5 discard and draws, so you would think I should have another one.
Yeah. So I assume we're going to go through what we actually run specifically after the Nationals.
Yeah, and how the card choices went,
Okay.
etc.
But
Did they work out? Did they not?
That's basically what I want to say about it at the moment. That it's not a retirement-based struggle of the end build.
Hold on a bit there. I'm doing what I should have done last year and gone with gold.
Oh, funny that.
I'm using the Platinum Azel build.
Shock.
It is a shock.
There's just random people outside just selling. I don't know what they're doing. I honestly don't. We ignore that.
Yuri! Right, anyway.
But yeah, so
I'm using Platinum
it
Azel.
is a shock because you love Oracle so much. You just love Soulless
I
Coco.
wanted to drop and rush and be like, yeah.
At least you have 4 perfect guards this year. Jesus
don't
Christ.
remind me of that mistake. I'm a dum-dum for that.
Yes, you are a dum-dum.
But yes, I am going with Platinum Azel. Got my own little choices in that I choose to use. So going to see how they run, but hopefully it goes well. I mean, these guys seem to have such horrors facing me with it.
All right, Mr. 59. Or 49. 49.
Yeah,
49.
ignore that as well.
It's the 49.
That was funny. We're just having a discussion about, like, what is Aaron's ratio? And some things didn't add up.
Without Aaron here, yeah, we're just talking about it, and whilst Aaron was out, so he runs that, right? So he runs something very similar to me. He runs 3 of this, 2 of that. Hang on a sec, wait, he's 1 short there, so he must run 1 extra grade 3. No, he doesn't. He runs 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Turns out I only had 49 cards in my deck. This for the past 2-3 weeks or so.
Yeah, so he's been playing us with 49 cards.
That's remedied now. That's remedied.
It's remedied now, but still, you have yet to beat us, technically.
You need to change that sleeve as well.
I do need to change the sleeve. Thank you, Yuri. But I'll do that at tournament or whatever. So, has Yuri decided what he's actually running?
Apparently I'm going to go with some justice. And dimensional
Do you mean Great
police.
Nature?
Yeah, I'll go with justice, so I'm going with Great Nature. Nice. Dimensional
Police. Yeah. Zeal. Zeal all the way.
Zeal sucks. If you get it off, it's amazing. Not really.
Not really, no.
So, good old Great Dayusha.
Of course. Dayusha is the best. It's always going to be the best.
Just a standard Great Dayusha build, or you got your own little secrets in there?
Well, the majority of it is standard because it has to be, and then there's a few little things here and there.
Here and there. Bit of influence here and there.
Well, after trying something and going, wow.
It's ridiculous. But, yeah, so that's what we're
Still no
running.
Vanguard booster. I'm stressing that. No Vanguard booster because it shouldn't be used.
Okay, you can do a deck breakdown of it at some point.
Alright, so that's what we're running. What do we expect to see?
A lot of gold.
It's just going to be a lot of gold. I'm still
It'll
seeing
be gold, MLB, Narukami, because it seems to be huge everywhere because people picked up these things.
I still don't think people are going to go with MLB.
They are because they spent money on it.
People have already said that.
I'm still sticking by my thing. I'm saying people who spent money on the end, Maelstrom, things like that for teams.
I will see. I'm expecting a lot of Aquaforce.
There
I'm
will
expecting so much. I hate them. I hate them so.
They're so easy to beat if they don't get their perfect hand, but everyone does.
I assume Narukami is going to turn up a lot, especially considering
it's done well in other tournaments, and it's been up in other tournaments. A lot of people have used it.
It's just so easily taken advantage of. We don't see why it's up there. It's not. It doesn't have to have the hand. It just has to have someone derp against them. Just drop their hand and push you to 4. That's the worst thing you can do. If you're saying, well, go on, beat me then.
Obviously, don't.
Well, yeah. No, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's
so many.
It's the end, MLB, and Vermilion are the 3 decks you'll probably see the most, because that's what everyone ran for teams.
I guess.
See some OTT.
The thing is, I'm wondering, I know Gold's going to be up there quite high.
I don't think Maelstrom will be as high as the rest of them, because, they're annoying and they have to have that hand, and people clump shuffle and get it, but it's not the point. It is an expensive deck, so people would have to have gone out their way from when they came out to now to play.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying golds, though. That's the main thing I want to know about. Golds. I know they're going to be there, and they're going to be quite high. A lot of people using them. Now, what's going to be Azel, and what's going to still be Duke?
I think people will pick up. I think people tested Duke, but I think they went back to Platinum. But it's just too easy.
I think Platinum is better.
Platinum's definitely better.
I know Platinum's better.
I think more people picked up. Well, there's a lot of people wanting to pick up Platinum, and even now they still want to get Platinum before the thing, because we're probably going to see also another deck. We might probably see a lot of its Bermuda Triangles.
But I'm not sure people. I think.
I know it's turned up in other ones, and then there was that double crit fiasco.
It recently topped and came second, so it's up there.
And it came first through double crit.
Yeah, it came first in one, and then the next day in a different one, it came second.
Yeah, it's like it does that 2 tricks of, do you have a perfect guard? Do you have a perfect guard? Okay, now
I'm not putting you to 4 until I've got a perfect guard, and then it's like, sure, do your silly, I have 31 plus a crit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because perfect guard.
And if you're against decks such as the Dayusha or the End, you don't really want the Vanguard to hit, so you guard that anyway. So then you've already overguarded, so that's me negged you enough.
There's poker rear guards. And the Bermuda Triangles don't really have amazing draw power they have an 8k on the front. Yes. Pretty much, your grade 1s will come swing over an 8k. All your grade 2s can swing over an 8k. Unless you're on the field drill equivalent, in which case you're crazy. But I have so much respect for you.
Yeah, so not really. I don't expect to see a massive variety, no. But
what are you fearing?
What I'm fearing?
Azel.
See, that's the question.
Aquaforce, they get a perfect hand. If at grade 2 they go drop, Basil, drop.
But people might join the Nova bandwagon.
I know. See, I think people will test the new Battle Sisters and Novas and then just go.
None of that. Beast
Deities.
No.
Yours just a flat out no.
Because Beast Deities and Aquas in the same boat, and they drop the hand, hope that they hit, and they neg themselves to. Beast Deities neg themselves to restand. Aquaforce just keep swinging.
Yeah, it's just hope that they don't get a trigger and damage, and you go against it, and it's like no triggers, and then you do one attack on them with your little pushback, and it just straight as a trigger, and you're like, wow, this is fun.
Yeah, pretty much. But if they drop their hand, you should just swing over their rear guards, because they have to top deck something good to replace it, which they tend to do. That's not the point. Other than that, so that's the decks we expect to see.
The problem is, I know a few people will be going with Great Nature and Pale Moon, but I don't really fear them because 10k Vanguard.
It's just things like that. You see, people still go Grand Blue and things, and he will try and top with them because they can.
They can win.
They can.
I don't think they can win. They've got access. 7 games need to get top 8, let alone the 4, 5 other ones from there.
Yeah. So they have the access to 12 credit, so any deck can win has access to that. But but moving on, what do you expect to see in terms of players and things? Because I expect a lot of rule sharking.
Well, there's this. The problem is there's this huge controversy in, I think it was Hawaii.
It's just a stand and draw thing.
Yeah, it's at Seattle.
This whole
It was somewhere, but it was the stand and draw, and he got a game loss because it was his third warning, and his grade 2 he decided he drew and then stood, and I fear a lot of people, now they've done it and seen it, a lot of people just saying, oh, you didn't do it, Judge, you didn't do it, warning him. And if you get 3 times as a game loss, which you can still technically come back from if it's early in the day, the game loss.
Yeah.
At all, the whole stand and draw, the trigger zones, the perfect guarding, you have to discard. People will now rule shut. Everyone. The problem is, the people we talk to say they won't, but I guarantee if they're losing and they see a chance at getting it, why wouldn't you say you didn't stand that unit? It doesn't stand.
Yeah.
If you're behind, and they technically didn't do it, it's their own fault. Like one of my friends said, if you get rule sharked on, it's because you made the mistake. It isn't because they are being arses. You messed up. So
You seem to have a lot of experience with this, Yuri.
Didn't know we had other friends.
It's just people will do it, and if you do it, the problem is if you let it go with someone, they don't necessarily have to let it go if you mess up slightly.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, the problem is everyone will say you shot me, you're an arse, but I don't think it is. I think it's you made a mistake, and I don't want to lose because you made a mistake. And I said you take it back. Oh wait, now you just destroy me.
But there is a line. There's a line. There's a definite line, but people were too willy-nilly to cross it. In the sense of, all right, that's fine. He didn't discard before with a perfect guard. He just put them both in the middle of the perfect guard rather than perfect guard discard.
Yeah,
that's being just piggy. Just say, discard it next time, please.
That I understand. If you just let that go because see, I'm just showing you what I'm discarding.
What supposed to do? Just pretend like you didn't fulfil the perfect guard effect and pretend it's just.
Well, it's supposed to be you saying it as a guard, so you've got a perfect guard, and if it's a 5k, it's still a 5k. The fact is, a grade 3, you can't guard with it.
So you're just guarding for 5. You could say. Because the perfect guard thing hasn't been fulfilled.
No, you have to then, if you want to use the perfect guard, discard one.
Yeah.
So, but if people do that, they're just
I'm with Mike on that. That's just picky.
That is.
I mean, I personally think the whole stand and draw is picky.
Yes and no. It depends. If they understand the whole field, you're being picky. If they understand a unit and they forget.
That's the thing. It's because it's against something like can't stand.
Mega Colony?
I could go, right, he's got that Vanguard booster, and I'm not going to attack with this unit anyway, so just to remind myself, you might want to not stand something for some reason, I don't know. I'm not...
Well, it's supposed to be, because you've drawn, you've decided you're not standing a unit.
For some reason
or another. Be it you're going to... If you've got angles, doesn't really matter, you can swap it out, get it back, blah. There are decks which it doesn't really matter against. But it's supposed to be you've decided not to use that unit in a stand. I don't know why you would. I just honestly can't think of a reason you would, but you've decided not to, so therefore you can't just go...
It might be saying just random, like, I don't know, you restand Dancing Wolf or something. There might be something that implies a restanding effect that you can get a 10k boost that turn rather than... Because it has to be rested first. There's no way to rest it unless you don't stand it.
Yeah.
So... Unless you attack with it, yeah.
So it's for those sort of tactics, is why the rules in place.
That could work. I don't stand Dancing Wolf for the back left. I attack with the Shura Kaiser, get grade 3 and restand it, and then attack with the full column.
Or the Death Army guy uses effect. It restands all your field. It's just if Death Army stand, it gets a crit. So you just restand your dude for a 10.
So there are plenty of reasons why you wouldn't stand something during the draw phase. So it's not that. I don't.
I'm pretty sure it's all still mandatory, but whatever.
It's not mandatory to stand everything.
No, standing is optional. You choose to stand before you draw. It's just, but that's it. It's that, say you don't stand one unit.
I think we're just getting into like the minor details of this now. But
it's just because it's
because it's a hot topic at the moment.
Yeah, because
so many
because it happened somewhere. A lot of people have heard it, done it, and gone, "Hang on."
Oh no, I'm not saying that people aren't going to rule shark it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I personally don't see it as a big issue. Something about missing a ride or something, that's completely different.
Oh yeah, if you call a unit and then you go, oh wait, I was meant to ride something, I will pick up on that and say, no, sorry, you put that unit down. I know this is me being a dick, but you made the mistake.
Same with putting it in the wrong column or something.
Yeah, oh no, I want over here, slide it across. As long as your hand's still on the card, I'm okay with you to move it wherever you freaking
As soon
want.
as you, it's chess logic. If you let go of the
Yeah,
piece, it's
you let
there.
go, it's down. Table sticks.
Table
That's all
stick.
I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
So it's something like standing before drawing or whatever. I don't care.
No, I do.
But that's a bit much.
I do, because there are certain cards that can play off of it. So that's my justification for that. Other than that, we're looking forward to it, I think.
Got a good weekend.
Is it?
We're going away with the guys.
Yeah.
There's also the after.
And then we're going to lose and feel depressed.
There's also the after event.
Oh, come on. You're not going to be that depressed. Unless we all go out early round because we got sacked.
We all lose game
Well,
1 and 2.
I can't do worse than last year.
You can do the same
Going
as
out in the
last year.
second round.
You can do the same as last year.
Yeah, but it's not worse, so it's okay.
I can do worse, which is annoying. 1 away from top 8.
Just sack your way to victory again.
Shut up. Got 2 perfect guards.
Go
Shut
Spike
up.
Bros again.
Yeah, sure. But then there's also the side event afterwards when it's all done. All done and dusted, the side event.
Okay, it's fun. I get my promos.
You play 4 more games.
Yeah.
Which is easy.
Unless I'm still on the tournament. Which means it'll be hard to get into the free event.
And the amount of they even picked up last year on people who weren't playing the 4 games. They just were getting people to sign it instead of pretending like they played them. Because I can understand, because some people really can't bother to play anymore that day because they've had the stress of playing it. They don't want to play random people, but because they just want to go back to the hotel or whatever they're staying in.
They just want to go
Relax for a bit and then come back later. Or
Yeah,
something.
because you didn't win, you aren't in the oh yay fun games again. Woo! It's I'm just now going through the motions. I'm not caring. If I win or lose in the 4 games to get the creepy duck go, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I could just say play, ride. I'm just no guide and everything. Look, oh, you won. Well done. Move on. Next one. Ride. Oh, look, you won. Well done. Move on. And it just means nothing because no one cares.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be to meet people, but
Well, you never know. Yeah, well, we're going to get shirts, but
No, you were going to get shirts.
yeah, I was going to get shirts, but I couldn't really find anything decent, so that went out the window.
Quite quickly as well.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I had
You were trying to egg it on to me for so long. I was just like, no, Mike.
I wanted shirts.
Yeah.
Mike backed out, and I was like, fine.
I didn't back
sure.
out because I had one more day to do it, but we couldn't.
I said I'd do it, and you were like,
Well, because it doesn't look great. It didn't look great. The design I did.
Well, there's your problem.
All right. Yeah. Mats. That's another thing. Are we allowed to bring our own mats? I'm guessing because they're official.
Yeah, it has to be the official mats. Can't do these
Yeah,
ones.
that's fine.
I think
Can't
the-
do any other games, even Vice Watch.
I think the Vanguard already went through it all.
Yeah, it's fine.
Promoting them.
Yeah, where would they promote us?
They're our pals. May as well promote them a bit.
They didn't promote us.
Yeah, they did.
Do they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they do it. They do it a few times.
Oh. Okay. Check out the Vanguardian podcast on Podomatic. Blah, 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 blah.
You seem so enthusiastic with that.
I don't watch it. Yuri watches it. Listen to
I
it.
listen to it. Sometimes I regret it.
They're going to hear this, you know.
And I joke. I jest.
They're good guys. We love them. They're fun.
But yeah, they have done their comprehensive breakdown on what you can and cannot do at the tournament, and they're like etiquette to go through the whole like bring sleeves, bring drink, blah 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 blah.
Bring drink.
Yeah, well you're there for like 8 games. Bring some water.
True.
But yeah, we're going to talk about what we think. But I don't know. I'm just worried about going against, I don't know, a Dark Irregular deck and then just somehow sacking me. I'm like, oh, this is annoying because Dark Irregular shouldn't do anything.
No, but then again, I look forward to nothing more than going against like Coco or a Necromancer Grand Blue deck and being like, I'm not going to give you 2 damage. Good luck.
It's always fun knowing how to counter a deck.
If they drop any sort of rear guard, you just go, Vanguard on rear guard. What are you doing that for? Do you want 2 damage on grade 3? Because you shouldn't have dropped a rear guard if you did.
Yep.
But then I don't know how to counter gold. So it sort of swings and roundabouts.
You can't counter gold.
It's some kind of counter.
I just, it's like if.
Just don't give them pluses.
But that's it. Vermilions goes, haha, on Azel, no guard, plus plus. Well, that neg was pretty much. I know it relies on whatever they top deck, but in my experience, whatever my opponent top decks is amazing. If I ever use gold, it's a trigger. And it's like, well, this is fun. I really need like the 12k swinger. Oh, look at that top deck here! Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen in the tournament, you know this.
I know.
I've got top deck heals all day.
So this is why I wouldn't mind if you had 2 bags. At least gold didn't do it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
I really want Mega Economy to win. I want someone to take Mega Economy and then to win. And I'll just laugh because it just shows that any deck can win. But I think more than any other tournament, because this one's going to be about maybe 400 people there. 300 to 400.
That's the problem.
I think
Only one there can be only one.
and only the top 2 get an invite and only top 1 gets paid. So out of the 400 in UK, 2 will represent us in Germany and only probably 1 will go.
If that.
Compared to, what was it, in Greece and other places?
In Greece it's still... Oh yeah, in Greece there was like 60 odd people
Yeah,
went.
that's what I meant.
60 odd.
And if you saw the deck list, it was just last year's deck list. They didn't use anything from after set 6 or something. It was like, what? What are these decks? What?
Stick with gold, I like gold.
Yeah. Although the winner in Greece looked like he just used the structure deck and some extra cards someone just gave him.
He's like, oh, cheers, mate, I'll put these in today.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's just like, yeah, they get 65 and top 1. Fair enough. We get 400, only top 1. Really? Or top 2 even?
Hawaii get 75, top 4 get an invite, top 2 get paid. And it's like, they had 75 people go. That was I think it was Hawaii where it was a double crit, where Bermuda's won. But even I don't care. If I was in top 2 in Hawaii, I wouldn't give a crap what happened in that final game because I'm already getting paid. So it's like, you do whatever you want.
But in this one, you can't.
And in this one, you're in top 2. It's like, yeah, I'm getting an invite, but can I afford to go to Germany? No. But again, because there's 400.
Will I get out a loan to go? Yes.
Well, because there's 400, I think this tournament, more than most, the deck which a lot of people compete with will be the one which is up there, majority.
Well,
Yeah.
we're looking at the statistics. It always is, yeah. But then again...
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no,
that's
Then
what he's saying.
again, the end was up there, one of them.
But
It
yeah,
wasn't even
that's what I
seen.
mean, in a few.
Yeah, this is what he's saying, though. In all the other places, so it's like 60, 70 odd people.
Maybe 100.
Yeah,
100
so
a bit.
while 20% or so is quite a lot, realistically, you're only looking at about, 14 people using the end.
Yeah,
In this, if it's 20%, well, that's 80 people.
yeah.
It's a big difference.
So that's how if you look at the thing, so say you come out of it, you play like 5 rounds, you get a bit unlucky in 2 of them, and all you played was gold. You look at the stats, and it's like 50% ran gold. It's like, well, that's like 200 people. Of course, you're going to face gold.
As first year, it was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's that sort of sense.
Doop, 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 doop.
Gazelle.
This is going to be probably a bit more variety.
Well, you say that, but I don't want to go against anyone I know, and
That's
I fear I know too many people now. Because there's people from our locals and things that are going. I can't lose.
Vanguard. I just don't want to lose them because even if it's if I lose to them, I want it to be a close game where it was like, oh, you just edged me, not just I lose to them because they just go grade 1 attack crit, grade 2 attack crit, grade 3 attack crit. It's like, well, what am I meant to do here?
Or the famous Mike Adam match.
Yeah, all right. I'm still cheesed about that. They mentioned it in their last podcast thing. That hasn't gone up yet. Their stream thing. I'm still cheesed. So annoying.
Heels!
Triple heal.
I'm not going to go into it, but he pretty much triple healed me in a game. That is it.
On 6 damage.
Was it 6 damage?
No, the last one was 6 damage, I think. You pushed him, and he was like...
Did he tell you?
I swear you've told me it was you pushed him 6 damage heal. You pushed him 6 damage.
No,
heal.
No, it wasn't that. I pushed him 4 games. So basically, he needed a trigger and damage to survive, and he got a heal trigger. And it was like, So then he got from 5 back to 4, and then when I pushed him to 5, he drove check a heal and put back to 4. I was like, oh my god! So he needed to. Every time he no guarded an attack to go back to 5, but he had to no guard it. It's just so annoying. And the triggers weren't exactly a massive difference, so
It's just where they come.
they count. But he definitely out-triggered me, but it wasn't huge, is all I'm saying. It's just because there were heals that they mean a lot. They're like 15k guards, you're saying.
Yeah.
Crucial heal. It's in the right situation, the heal trigger is just the best.
Yeah, but
And then triple heal.
just infuriating me. So I don't want that situation again. But then again, it was funny swearing to the Zell guy.
Oh.
Because I didn't realise, but someone from last year went to Leisure Games with us. I was randomly talking to him, and he mentioned a guy he went against that played Grand Blue that knocked him out of the tournament because he forgot to superior ride a Zell. Upon hearing this story, I realised it was actually me. So, yeah, that was amusing. He's been hating Grand Blue ever since, but that was fun.
Too bad you're not going to make anyone else hate Grand Blue this year.
Nah, that's true. People already hate the end, so it's fine.
Yeah, so.
I think that's about it, though, isn't it? What we really wanted to cover.
Well, I said what we're using, what we expect to go up against. We mentioned
What we're hating on. What we're hating on.
Well, no, I don't really say what we're hating on.
I just don't want to go against Aqua. I know it's going to kill.
Aaron hates against Aqua because it's just drop hand thingy. To be fair, I've never had my ass kicked so hard except against Aqua. I had one game, I didn't get to grade 3, and I was dead.
Well, it's just they need a perfect hand to drop, but you just see so many people with Aqua.
This is it. He had the perfect hand and he had crits in there.
Yes, so and both his single drive checks were crits, and he managed to do the whole switch, niggle, Vanguard. And both single drive checks were a crit, and I just died before I could ride grade 3.
What I'm not looking forward to, another thing, is if I'm great locked, and the person at the end says good game, I will punch them in the face. Because it's not. Don't say good game if your opponent's great locked, because it isn't.
But then again, sorry's not really going to help either. Just silence.
Just say unlucky, mate, or something like that. Because that's all it is.
Yeah, it is.
You can't say sorry, because it's not your fault. Yeah, you cut it, but sorry, it shouldn't be your fault. And then it's great luck. It's unlucky. Not good unlucky game, because it's not. Because you just go, like, he was like, oh.
You see that smug face, like,
yeah.
Good game.
It's like, I can just drop Poxy Fields because
There's also another thing that I'm looking forward to. Double sleeves. They shouldn't be allowed.
Well, they could be allowed if people know how to shuffle them, not just go, I'm going to put, this is the perfect hand I want, but put it together, and then just basically
clump,
cut, but cut again, and then cut again, so it's always going to be, like, together.
And I can only cut it from there, so it's just like, what are you supposed to do? Just cut it into 50 pieces. I'm not power shuffling, I'm just cutting it 50 times. Well, 49 in this case.
No, it's 48. It's 49 times normally, because starter should be out.
Oh, right, yeah. 48 instead of 49, yeah. That's true.
Shut up.
But, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm hoping the attitude's going to be good and positive. I'm not as excited about this year as last year because it wasn't new, but and the format has not developed enough from last year. It's still B6.
It's gone from 20k columns to 18s.
Yeah,
it's gone down.
Somehow gone down.
Well, it's more 10k Vanguards to 11 is the main difference, I think.
No, I think the main difference is cross rides.
Yeah, there are cross rides, yeah, but
I'm just saying. You think last year it was the ability to hit 20k columns.
Yeah,
that's what won games.
Yeah.
This year it's now, well, you got to be able to hit 02
or 21. Because the problem is you can't realistically with normal units without using some sort of like counterblasty effect hit 21.
Unless it's Palamedes, because Palamedes broke.
Okay.
I have a Vanguard. That's it for 30.
Yeah, we have to then have the 8k behind it. But it's that like pretty much every clan can't hit 21 on a rear guard without some sort of counterblasting effect.
Or an effect.
Or some sort, or an effect. You can't normally just hit 20k columns.
You're really hating on Paladins.
The problem is 20k column is technically an effect.
No, I have a list. I have a list of cards I hate. I have a list. I'm not going to go through it, but I have a list. It's on it.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just then if they cross ride, you have to then rejig your field, and it's like this is just a pain.
Depends what deck you're using.
That's why I try and set it up as you go along.
Yeah. Or take advantage of their epoxy columns if you can.
Use Grand Blue to go 7k. Let's switch out now. We're going to cross ride.
As long as you know what you're against, you should be all right.
Yeah, just analyse.
Just knowing what they're capable of.
I am slightly worried about going against Aqua Force and their misrided glory, and then they just because they would just say I have to take damage up to 5, and then you can't use grade 1 or higher. And I know that situation, normally I'd be like, this is fine, I'd use zeros, haha. But I'd be like, well, we've got the perfect guard.
Yes, no guard, crit. Ah, nuts. Because I was on 4, I did the same thing as you just did. But, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Really, Mr. Pessimistic?
Should be a good atmosphere.
Good atmosphere. Yeah, that's true. But
It's a change of scenery.
Interested to see the variety of
It's a little holiday.
like
little mini holiday.
I'm just interested to see what like little text people do in their decks.
None.
Well, but
I'm sure there'll be some.
that's what I think about text. I said it as a joke, but I swear it's true. It's like, oh look, I haven't got really enough cards to compete. Well, here mate, have this Gold Paladin card, have this single damage on flipper. Oh, okay, I'll play with that.
have the one Rising Phoenix. Why? I don't know.
No, just because it's all I've got in my binder.
I don't mind if you lose.
Doesn't make sense why some of these things have text like that. You can't
In certain decks.
unless you can search it. Teching isn't normally viable.
Not in Vanguard.
So I mean, that's what we're talking about.
No, I mean, same tech.
Unless
What?
you can search it.
Yeah, unless you can search it, as I said.
Tech of one.
Gamo.
For God's sake, Aaron, you're just making me want to talk about a damn list. But yeah, so yeah, we say what we're running, what we expect to see, what we're hating on. We kind of deviated off of that.
Yeah.
You said Aquas, and we went, oh, friggin' Aquas.
Yeah, I know. This is why I wanted to do this and record it, because we deviate and tangent a lot and then we get onto new stuff. It's entertaining.
Don't like tangenting. But yeah,
I don't like Aquas, but it doesn't stop them being there.
is there nothing you're hating on or not looking forward to?
Just the problem is last year I wasn't really paying attention to sacking, so I was hating on if I lose and I'm like, oh, I swear I had like a hand, but then it's just, well, every drive check they got a crit or trigger and I didn't.
Yeah, because to stop issues between us, we tend to count the triggers, to have a dice in the middle, and every time we trigger, we move the dice. So if I lose because my opponent's triggered 7 and I've triggered 2 or something, then, like the other day, then I'm just like, well, I've lost the trigger, it's fine. I'm not bothered.
But it's just
Rather than
annoying.
going, oh, you sacked. Oh,
Yeah.
well, look at the dice. It's not that bad. It's only
You
one more
sack, yeah.
trigger. But it has to be a beneficial trigger. It's not like I get a trigger and damage and end. You know, that's not benefiting you.
But it's hard. I just don't want that to happen. And then it's, well, like, I may have had a chance if I triggered enough or the same, but I didn't. Or, this is an annoying thing, if your opponent just keeps getting draw triggers off, it's only going to be sacking if what they draw, and you can't know it, so you can't say it, is what they draw is useful. The amount of times I've drawn like grade 3s which I can't use, or like a grade 2 which I've got a field, you're not swinging over my rear guards, it's just a 5k guard. It's just not benefiting, and it's like, oh, you got all the draw triggers off. Yeah, but it was no guard help.
Yeah, but now you're swinging for a 15k guard and have to drop 3 cards to guard it, so...
Or I didn't, or like, you do draw trigger. Oh, I've got the perfect guard from the draw trigger. Did you? Because I haven't seen the perfect guard yet, and I've got like 4 draw triggers off. So,
But yeah, it's obviously the double crit I'm not looking forward to, but or just
Nothing you can do about that.
or in the crit heal or heal. Just double triggering a combination of crits and heals I'm not looking forward to. But
again, it's just like last year I wasn't really paying attention to if my opponent got like all the triggers off in the world. I just was like, don't really pay attention.
but now I'm sort of semi looking out for it. I'm going to be annoyed if it happens.
yeah, I don't think there's anything specific deck wise I'm looking forward to. I always feel like I'm on the back foot against gold. I've always said it because I think gold have the most unique support that's useful. They have an out, as me and you say.
So do other clans these days.
Yeah, but they have an easy out a lot of the time.
Is there going to be an issue with going first or second?
That's just what we've worked out as friggin' annoying. It's just if you go first, then you have a massive advantage.
Well, I thought it'd be kind of obvious.
Yeah,
but
it depends on the hand as well. Actually,
yeah.
if you have the
I think what you're trying to say is that you never realised how much of an advantage going first is compared to second.
Yeah, because we used to think going second you can attack first. It's better, surely. No, it's really not. Especially if you do an advanced summon or something.
Oh, yeah, if you're gold and you go first, you pretty much just go, might as well. Because
Yeah, but then again, you have to use cards that you wouldn't normally use in a deck. Oh wait, you
The
always
8K,
you
the
always
10K.
use the 10k and
Who
8k
wouldn't
in
use
gold.
them?
Yeah.
Alright, I get it.
I like we're tearing off an hour on this one. I like it. I'm not the other one out this time.
Yeah, then people start commenting, shut up, Mike, stop hating.
Gold are awesome. I got the support cards are awesome. Gold are good, don't get me wrong. I like gold.
Yeah, but people comment, oh, they're not up there, though, are they? They're occasionally up there, but they're not up there all the time. That's it's just because not enough people are using in comparison to other ones, and they are stupid.
I think it's
Well,
people,
golds.
Yeah.
I think it's people didn't want. Probably a problem is a lot of people probably didn't want to invest in Platinum because they didn't think Ultimate Breaks were amazing. Because they see, the blood. I like it because it's the crit and all that, but it's just Vermilion.
But you compare it. It's kind of +3 to neg you. Look on the field. It's like you neg 2 rear guards. That's 1/2 cards.
That's a 5
and a perfect guard, let's say. So because you don't want to take the crit. So that's 4 cards. Platinum goes off, and it negs you an extra. Let's say 1, 2, 3 cards.
An extra 3 cards. That's the best thing about it.
With an extra 3 cards. Yeah.
It basically forces the 10k for extra on a side.
Whereas Vermilion's only really doing an extra 2.
Yeah. So William gets rid of 2 5Ks. This gets rid of. This increases the power by another 10k and another 5k on the Vanguard.
So say you don't have... You can have a huge hand, but say you don't have 10Ks, you're still basically losing your entire hand if you don't have perfect guards. But Platinum is good.
Never used to take risks, but I'm also going to have to take risks, I think, more so this time. So if I get critted, I'm like, well, I could have survived, but I know I'd lose if I guarded it. So
Well, so I could survive, but I have nothing in hand.
yeah, so I've just got no card and hope.
And because I'm on 4, what's to stop you saying, he's not on 5, so I'm not going to kill him, just poke rear guard. And all I have is like draw triggers to guard with. It's like, wow.
But I just can't do too much about it. But no, there's nothing really specific apart from the typical gold on my side that I don't really want to go against. Everything else is anything can win still. But it's the same as the first year of playing it, but not enough people run other stuff. Then again, gold had the advantage last year because they had the ability to do things other decks couldn't.
Because they were basically the only clan that was out.
Yeah.
Realistically, you got 6 in set 7 without 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
So gold had all their support.
No, 3 were there.
Were they?
They're Pale Moon.
Oh yeah, of course they were. What am I talking about?
There was a Dark Irregular which just didn't Only Reggie!
So had a few bits with Reggie and Lequier and stuff, but gold had the majority of it, so it's just gold.
It was everywhere else. And then some Oracle. I think there might be some Oracle this year, but I'm not really feeling it.
Well, it came 8th in Philippines.
But they don't know what deck it was though.
No, probably Tsukiyomi.
Probably. They love Tsukiyomi. I love Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi is so good, but you just have to get it, just realize them.
You have to play
have a stack.
You have to play the long game.
Or no triggers in the first 5.
You have to play the long game in this.
They're playing even the longer game now.
In this format, you know.
Long game it isn't great. It isn't great to play.
This format's the Nigglify. It's the Nigglify format. I'm just rushing and stuff. It's rather annoying. But yeah, so that's what I'm hating on. Gold.
Yep,
You
you
hate
said
that.
that like 3 times now.
I'm trying to move on, but you keep Stevie.
I'm hating on Aqua, he's hating on Aqua.
Let's hit Aqua. Aqua suck.
I use Aqua and I'm not a fan of them either, but
Marakumo. If they get the right chain off, I will kill them. Did you drop anything? No. Why do you have a full field though? The right chain effect.
yeah, you don't have me using it.
It's tired people using it.
Is that about it?
Well, that's it for that part.
That's what for pre-nets.
well, what's there to say?
I'm trying to think.
Well, just that's what I mean. Just go over it. I mean, say what we're using, what we expect to see, what we don't want to see, what the
Potential problems of the day.
potential problems of the day. But you could go as far to say is the availability of judges could be extension of the the calling.
Well, the
cheat
problem
things.
is if you are trying to rule strike someone, what's the difference? Them saying, well, just redo it, just doing it quickly and saying it's just your word against mine.
Yeah. But that's the whole kind of, you're supposed to get someone to witness it as well next to you to back you up. It's like,
Why would they be paying attention
why
to
are
your
they paying
game?
attention to your game? Yeah.
Because they just lose their opponent if they wanted to go. It's not paying attention.
Yeah.
Just like add a card. Because my opponent's not paying attention, just sort of missing something.
So even if I don't win this one, I've still got another 5 cards in hand because you've been looking around for a judge.
We're done.
Fun.
I think we're done.
Fun now.
I think we're done.
We'll see you post-nats.
For pre-nats, I think we're done.
Well, we're taking the train up there.
Do they need to know that?
Yes, because we're taking train.
But in case they see us, they don't know who we are. Who's your main game? No. Who's your main game? No.
Will they care? I really don't know.
I don't think they care.
I hope people will.
I think people enjoy our videos, but I don't think we're famous.
Well, because we never saw our faces.
You say that, but people in leisure games didn't know it was us.
Exactly, because
That-
we don't show our faces.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just.
Stealing our catchphrases.
Yeah, they still catchphrases. I was like, where'd you hear that?
If I see someone doing a catchphrase, I'll be like, where you get that from? Oh, an internet video. Who? Because that's fucking my catchphrase.
Someone just talking like, oh, you're niggly 5 of me. Niggly 5. Wait a sec.
boo.
Yeah, dot boo.
Labradoodle.
I'll break my labradoodle.
Yeah.
Let's hear it from across the room. What? Someone said
Who
it.
said the Labrador? Them heels.
See, technically that's even before our time.
I think that's before that was Carlos, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was just.
I know it was just a random
was a
person.
It was just a random
comment.
up, but it was on my video.
You triggered a
I 4-heeled. It's never happened again in my
Your
life.
debut on YouTube for heels.
Yeah. And in finals,
Rick
yeah.
the Ghosty.
Here was Rick the Ghosty. Ooh. Go Rick the Ghosty. Chappie the Ghosty. Oh, Rick the Ghosty's the heel. But still, I had
Yeah.
Chappie as well in there. That was like, ooh.
See, I know my cards. I
Yeah.
know my cards. Even though it's your card, I know my cards.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was.
Sort of.
I thought you were
We
talking.
don't talk about the time I forgot Wingle Braves effect.
That is true.
Shush. But yes, we're done.
Done.
We're done.
Done.
We're done.
Yeah,
see
And
you.
pre-nats.
We'll see you
20,
post-nats.
2013.
2013. What, you think it's going to be 2014?
It's
Well, no, because 2012 was
Aaron,
last year. This is 20,
It's 20-3.
20 or 3.
20-3.
Please don't tell me that's a reference to something else.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
20-3. If anyone gets it, comment that you get it because it'll be awesome. 20-3.
This is what I have to deal with. I'm out the loop again. You see? It's then them two on me. It goes so quickly. But yeah. So
See you next year.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you after that. So just be like, we all played 2 games, we all lost. We're going home. See ya. It'll be the shortest video. We suck.
We got sacked so
Yeah,
hard.
we'll probably end up doing that when we get back.
Oh,
I don't know if it's going to be as long as this. I wasn't expecting this to be this long. But someone likes to waffle.
Waffle. I do like to waffle.
It'll probably be us all depressed saying, we lost by this, we lost by this. But I'm not going to say that. We're going to be in high spirits, we're going to go far and win.
As long as I
Or one
won,
of
like,
us.
as long as I have like 2 good games, I'm okay with it.
Well, there's 400 people. I'm hoping we don't get paired up against each other.
Yeah, but no, it's
Oh my god, if we did like first game, it's just wow.
Well, him and Adam did.
Yeah, that's them next to each other on the day.
Yeah, that I hope they do a better system in terms of shuffling
that
who's
was-
going against
yeah.
whoever. I was just sitting next to him and he was like, you're against him. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's because you both got the same sheet. If we all go together, they split it up again. It would be like A, B, C or something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But it was A, B, C, D, and then A again. I was like, oh, lovely.
but
Because they didn't expect you to sit in more groups of 4.
Yes.
it's a shock you'll be with all your friends. It's crazy that.
Well, next time, if that does happen, next time we'll just
Well, no,
sit like we do,
no,
but
'cause
go up in groups of 4.
Because they've got
separately.
a computer system. Remember, they use it in leisure games. They'll use that for this tournament.
True.
Okay, that's fair.
Register people and go.
So hopefully it'll be a bit more smooth than last time.
Take a while to load then, pairing 400 people.
No, just put it up into the brackets first.
Yeah, you can say. Still take a while.
Can we sign off now?
No.
Come on, this is getting to be a long video. I've got to edit this.
Ah, revenge is sweet.
What do you mean revenge? What have I ever done to you?
Anyway,
Play
I'm
bold.
done. So I'm going to see you after post-nats. These guys can keep offering. I'm just going to walk away now. I'm done. See ya. Goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Rory. He's gone.
Tired.
Mike, sign off.
Okay, guys. Thank you guys for listening to me. Not so much those guys.
I hate you.
Sup, Mike?
Oh, so you haven't gone. Right. So yeah, you can wish us all luck if you want, but you'll probably end up going against us, or one of you might, if you're lucky.
I know it's going to be the Vanguard, I just know it.
No, there's too much rivalry there. Too much rivalry. But alas, hope to see you guys there. Yeah, good luck to you guys. Feel free to.
If you're going.
Yeah, if you're going. Yeah, of course. But you might have friends going to wish them luck for them via us, I guess. But yeah,
we'll probably be hanging around the Vanguardian on the day. So
maybe
if you wanted to see us by any little chance, which I highly doubt it, you can go see those guys, and we'll probably be there going like,
yeah, just like, do you know Team Endgame? But
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. We're not that good. Not that good. But yeah, other than that, of course, as usual, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys later.
After Nets.
Hopefully in high spirits.